Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, my dear students. We are going to start a new science journey with your teacher, Muhammad Ismail. Be ready and enjoy your time. Our topic today will be about changing state. We know that there are three matter states. First one is solid, second one liquid, and third one gas. Today we will study how each state change to another one, from solid to liquid, or liquid to gas, or gas to liquid, or liquid to solid again. And here is the picture for the particles and its spaces between each particle. And here the solid, we can see particles are closely together and the intermolecular spaces are very small. Here a little bit bigger, here very big spaces, and the particles here move in a random way and free to move at any direction. Our objectives. First one, what is the difference between evaporation, boiling, condensation, and freezing? Second one, how can we measure volume and temperature? Now we are going to explain how each state of matter change to the another one. First one here, the first state of matter is solid, and the second one is liquid, the third one is gas. Now I want to know how can solid change to be a liquid. Here we call this process melting. Melting means change of matter states from solid to liquid by heat. So by heat I can change from solid state to liquid state. Why? As we studied before at particles theory says that each particle here, when we use heat, its kinetic energy become more than before and its movement become faster. So the particles will move faster and will make intermolecular spaces. Here also, if I want to change from liquid state to a gas state, like here, so I will use also heat. After I use heat, also the particles will take kinetic energy and will move faster, so there will be bigger intermolecular spaces. So if I asked you what is evaporation, you will say changing from liquid state to gas state by heat. Also, if I want to make another process to change from gas to liquid, I will use heat. No, I will use cold way. Okay, so we call it condensation. Okay, condensation means by reducing heat of gas, it will change it to be a liquid. Also, if I want to change from liquid state to solid state, I will reduce heat, very good, and I will increase coldness. So we call this process freezing. Freezing also means in science solidification. Solidification came from the word solid. Also, if I ask you what is solidification or freezing, you will say changing from liquid state to solid state by reducing heat, very good, okay, or by using cold. For example, changing water to be ice. Now we are going to explain the difference between each one. First one, boiling. Boiling is heat water until its temperature reaches 100 Celsius. Okay, now our condition is, if I want to make boiling process, I should use heat, but here there will be fixed temperature. There will be what? Excellent student. There will be a fixed temperature. Okay, I will write it fixed temp. Here will be all again fixed temperature. That means when water water temperature become 100 Celsius, it will have boiling process, and we call 100 Celsius is boiling point. The change here also at boiling is very slow and rapidly need a long time, need a period of time. If I asked you what is the boiling point, you will say temperature which water needs to have boiling process. Okay, or the temperature which water changes from liquid state to gas state by boiling, and it equals 100 Celsius. Second one is evaporation. Evaporation here changing from water as a liquid state to gas state to become water vapor or steam. Here steam is also the meaning of vapor. And our condition here, you should know that evaporation doesn't need high temperature. Evaporation doesn't need high temperature. Condensation, changing from gas state to liquid state when steam touches called object. Again, changing from gas state to liquid state when a steam touches called object, it changes to liquid water. The third one, freezing, changing from liquid state to solid state, for example, water to ice. The last one, melting, the opposite of freezing, changing from solid state to liquid state. Here we will discuss together the differences between evaporation and boiling. First one, evaporation occurs at temperature below boiling point. As we studied at the last 5 minutes, that boiling point for water is 100 Celsius. Here, below 100 Celsius, we will have evaporation. Okay? 100 Celsius and more, we will have boiling process. Boiling occurs only at boiling point. Evaporation occurs only at the surface of the liquid. Please be careful when you are explaining the evaporation. Evaporation occurs only at the surface of liquid. Here, boiling occurs throughout the liquid, meaning inside the liquid. Evaporation occurs slowly, boiling occurs rapidly. Again, evaporation slowly and boiling rapidly. Okay? Now we are going to speak about measuring. We will speak about two types of measuring volume and measuring temperature. What are the tools which I should use to measure volume and which I should use to measure temperature? Here we will study only for liquids. For liquids, I will measure the volume of liquids by measuring cylinder. And for temperature, we will use the thermometer. First one is measuring volume. The liquid forms a curve at the top called meniscus. you measure the volume of liquid from the bottom of it. As you can see in this picture, the first one is wrong, incorrect position, because you cannot look from this position. You should look from this position. Again, the liquid forms a curve at the top called meniscus. You measure the volume of liquid from the bottom of it. This one is meniscus. Okay, so you should look at the bottom of meniscus. We will speak about measuring temperature here. This is a thermometer, and the material inside thermometer here, we call it mercury gauge. This material has special characteristics, and we will know what are these characteristics. We use a thermometer to measure temperature. What is the reason? Because the liquid inside it expands. What the meaning of expands? The volume changes to become bigger when it gets hotter. When this material or this liquid gets hotter, the liquid volume changes to become bigger, so it will move up or will decrease down with low temperature. When you try to read the temperature, place your eye level with the top of the liquid, like here. This is the right position to know the right temperature. Okay, here positive meniscus, eye position is level with the surface of the mercury. Here you will look to the surface of mercury, so temperature here will be 30 Celsius degrees. The unit of measurement here will be Celsius degrees. Don't forget your homework, page 73 at textbook number 1 and number 2. At the end of our lesson today, thank you for listening. Have a nice day, my dear students.